What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie, and in today's episode of Sex Smarts, we are gonna be talking about dating apps, 3 in particular. We're gonna be discussing Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. And I know there are a lot more dating apps out there, but these are the 3 that I personally have used the most. So we're gonna be breaking them down, talking about my personal pros and cons within each app, and you're gonna get a look into my profile within each app. So before we get into it, if you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood, no matter your true pronoun or gender identity. Come join the family. All right, let's get started. I want to preface this video by saying I have used dating apps quite a bit. I started using Tinder back in I want to say 2013, 2014. I was living in San Francisco. And I was really trying to think about, really trying to break down all the people that I've dated within that time. I want to say I've only met a couple people outside of dating apps, because the thing is, I work for myself, I work from home, so I don't have a social work environment to meet people. And when I go out, a lot of times it's events with my girlfriends, it's beauty events, and I'm not meeting dudes there. So a lot of the time I do meet people through apps. I've had a couple pretty serious relationships through apps. I've had a lot of fun through apps, and I do have some friends that I still really love now that I have met through a dating app. So I am definitely an advocate for it, but certain apps definitely do have pros and cons. So we're gonna go through it. I think we're gonna do Tinder, Bumble, and then Hinge. Tinder is the app that I've used the most. Bumble I've used periodically in between there, and Hinge is probably the one that I'm using the most currently, or that I have used the most within the last few months. So let's start off with Tinder. I think we all know what Tinder looks like. It's a pretty OG dating app. It truly paved the way for how dating apps look and work now. But I'll let you get a little glimpse into my profile. So in terms of the Tinder profile interface, it's pretty simple. First photo here, Stephanie 29. And then in terms of the description of my profile or my little bio, I don't put much there. That's my personal preference. You definitely can put more, but that's just how I have it look like. Next photo, some nice face. We got lots of wine. Honestly, I haven't used Tinder in a minute, so I don't remember what I used for my photos, but that was pretty funny. Pizza, everybody loves pizza. Oh, cool, here's a photo with me and Mochi, my sister's dog. And me, Segundo, and Jen having a great time. And then a close-up of me having a great time right there. So this video really is about the apps and the pros and cons. I'm not gonna go into depth about why I make my profile this way, but I would like to make a video like that. I did do it a couple years ago, a Tinder 101, but I would like to revamp that and kind of talk about what I like to see in other people's profiles and what I like to put on my own profile, because now there's so much more than Tinder. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got on Tinder going on right now. So in terms of the app itself, this one is the most simple. You don't give any information really, you don't receive much information about the other person. Really based all off of photos. It really is the most hookup app out of all 3, but I will say I have used Tinder to actually, find real relationships and create actual bonds with people. So it doesn't have to just be a hookup app. In terms of some of the extra stuff that you get on Tinder, there are things called boosts or super boosts, where for 30 minutes, if you activate it, you will show up at the top of people's apps in your area. So you will more likely to be seen and more likely to be liked. You can also super like. I feel if you give a super like, or if I receive a super like, I'm okay, this person's serious because they're using their super like on me and they want me to know that they are very interested. These are both things that you can purchase individually. Also, there is Tinder Plus. So Tinder Plus, let me see, is $9.99 a month for users under 30, $19.99 a month for 30 plus. This has the passport feature. So you can actually change your location. I actually used this feature before I went to Japan because, I just wanted to see if I could meet somebody cool over there, just make some friends. I've definitely done that before. So you can preemptively place yourself in another part of the world, maybe get to chatting and make some plans with people over there. It's also ad-free, you get extra super likes, so that's pretty much what you get within Tinder Plus. Now within Tinder Gold, which actually I purchased Tinder Gold. So Tinder Gold, you add $4.99 per month to the cost of Tinder Plus. I got this one because you get to see people who have liked you first. So you don't have to kind of go through scrolling, trying to find people. You can just see everybody who's liked you already and you can choose through them. So it cuts down on the time a lot. Like I said, I've used this app for a long time and I feel like there are a lot of pros to it. There are so many people on this app compared to other apps, especially internationally. If you're trying to meet people outside of like major cities or overseas, this is definitely the one to use because I feel like the other apps just aren't up to par in terms of that kind of worldwide domination. So that really is the biggest pro for me when it comes to Tinder. There are some cons. In terms of dating apps, like I'm not using it as a hookup app. I like to use it to, you know, meet new people, hang out, potentially date, which like I said, I've done through Tinder a lot. But some people really just view it as a hookup app and that's not really how I'm trying to use it. I feel like, you know, immediately when you're kind of texting somebody, you can tell what their intentions are. So that's not really like a huge deal for me. But definitely if you're looking into more of an actual dating scenario, Tinder might not be the best app for you. Also, because there are so many people on it, you're just gonna be spending a lot more time just scrolling. I don't think it's as like curated as the other two apps unless you pay. That's quite a lot of money to pay just to be able to see the people who have liked you already, whereas on like Hinge, that is kind of built in for you. But in any case, Tinder really does have a place in my heart. I have met some of my good friends in LA now because of Tinder, whether it be an actual person that I matched with or, you know, friends that I've made through those other people. So I am very thankful for Tinder. And also, Ben and Jen are thanks to Tinder because I met Ben's bandmate through Tinder in San Francisco and that's how they met. So pretty much Ben and Jen met through Tinder. I would just like to take a break real quick and apologize about the drastic change in lighting in this video. It is currently 5:15 here and the sun is setting behind the building over. I'm really sorry. Just waiting patiently for daylight savings to like help me with my filming situation. But anyways, we are moving on to Bumble now. Bumble is an app that I've used kind of periodically throughout the years. I hadn't signed on in a while and there are a lot of cool new features that they have added and I'm stoked. So let's check out my profile real quick over here. So I'm gonna click on this. First photo is me with a burrito and a Pacific. Oh my God. My job title is getting my shmoney up at not my funny up.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
So that shows that I'm cool. Okay. This is what is cool, and I have You're a Lizard Berry on there. That's just my profile thing. You could obviously put more information there. I just added this all last night. This was not a thing before, but you can put your height. I'm a Virgo. I have an undergraduate degree, socially, all this stuff. A lot more information about yourself that you can kind of like look through and weed out if you would kind of be on par with somebody else right away on paper. Here's my second photo, nice selfie. See, I think I added this right after my birthday last year, so I really haven't changed much on here. My favorite photo of myself, photo looking cool, outfit pic. Oh my God. Yeah. That is an art piece that I took a selfie in front of, so don't have to say more about that. So Bumble Date has added a lot of these features like prompt questions, which Hinge had right off the bat, at least when I started using it. So you can answer, I think like 3 of these. And I like this because I like to see other people's answers and you can really see their personality. It is actually very nice because I have gone on a couple dates with people where if I had just found out a little bit more about them, I would not have gone out on dates with them. So we have prompts, the about me, my work and education, and then there's all these extra things that you can add onto there. Bumble is special because women have to contact men first, and you have 24 hours after you match to contact them. Bumble also has other features, so we got Bumble BFF and we got Bumble Biz. Bumble BFF is a place to just connect with friends in your area, which I think is so cool. And Bumble Biz, where you can connect, I don't know, with other creatives, if you're looking for a photographer, a graphic designer, other locals in your area that you can work with. Also incredible. Another feature that Bumble added, which I think is so awesome, is they have a video call or video chat feature. So you can call, talk to the person, or pretty much FaceTime the person before ever meeting them, and without having to give them your personal number. I feel like this wouldn't necessarily work on other apps. It could get a little bit iffy on other apps, but because Bumble is more of a serious dating app, and also because women really have to initiate contact, it's a safer way to speak to and see the other person before getting together. All right, so through Bumble, we have Bumble Boost. Bumble Boost is for 1 week, $9.99. You could buy a lifetime subscription for Bumble Boost for $139.99. There's also a 3-month and 1-month option. I think typically people are buying it 1 week at a time, so $10 a week, a little bit pricey. But through Bumble Boost, you can see who has already liked you. You can also rematch with expired matches and add 24 hours to matches as well. So if you're being a little bit indecisive about whether you actually want to contact that person, you can add more time. So in terms of the pros of Bumble, I think if you're looking to actually date somebody, you want to get to know somebody a bit, this is a wonderful app to use. Women really do have a lot more control here. You have the ability to initiate contact, and that definitely gives you a lot more control. I also love the video chat, video call feature. Amazing. You don't have to give away your number. I think in general, this is a very safe, or more of a safe app for women. And also, I think the other things that they have going on, like Bumble BFF and Bumble Biz, are so cool. I personally have never used it, so if you out there have used it, please let me know your own experience with it, because I think it's such a great idea. But yeah, like I said, I haven't used it, but I think it's cool. In terms of the cons of Bumble, I really do love that women have a lot more control on this app. They initiate contact. I definitely initiate contact a lot of the time when I'm on an app, but sometimes I do like a person to initiate contact with me, and the fact that there is a 24-hour expiration on there, I will be on my app for a few hours in a day, and then I'll put my phone down for a couple days, or not put my phone down for a couple days. I'll close the app for a couple days, kind of forget about it, and come back to it and maybe contact somebody, or maybe somebody's messaged me on there. So I don't know, not being able to have the other person contact me, and also the expiration of 24 hours, those two things are kind of my biggest cons. And also, like Tinder, the fact that you have to pay to see the people who have already liked you is a big con for me, because on Hinge, you get that for free. I don't really have time, or I don't really want to just keep scrolling through people. I would much rather see who's already seen my profile and already liked me, and just choose through that grouping, so that is also a big con for me. Okay, so now we have moved on to our third and final app, and that is Hinge. And like I said, this is the app that I have used the most in the last few months, and I would say with other people that I've discussed dating apps with, this is the app that they have used the most. At least within LA, San Francisco, this is kind of the it app right now. So let's take a look at my profile here. All right, so here we got main photo, a little sexy, In Hinge, you answer 3 questions from a bunch of prompts. So this one I did was, this year, I really want to do more day trips and road trips around LA and the US. I need to see more national parks. I'm outdoorsy, kind of. That's my friend Jasmine at my sister's birthday. Okay, so here we have some more information. And this is what I've chosen to show. I'm 29, my height, where I'm located, and that I like to drink. And religion and, political leanings are pretty important to me as well. Pizza, again. So here's one of the prompts is, dream dinner guest, Anthony Bourdain. He's been a hero of mine since I was a kid, a true humanitarian who portrayed the human condition with compassion and honesty. Love him. Hinge also, I think you could do this on the other apps, but you can add videos. So really cool video of me and some interactive art. And then, last time I cried, writing about Anthony Bourdain up here, because I love him. I have to have this photo in every single profile. And then the last one is a video, it's a Triller that Saguna posted. I won't put the volume on, but yeah. It's just me having fun with my friends. So shows that I have friends, which is cool. So if we go into the preferences over here, basic preferences in a partner that I would like or a person that I would like to meet on Hinge. There's also these preferred preferences that you can upgrade for access. You can actually do this on Bumble as well. That is something that you can receive when you purchase the what is it called? Bumble Boost? Yeah, Bumble Boost. Although Bumble does give you 2 free preferences. So it's like on here, you get 2 preferences. And also like on Bumble, there are a bunch of things that you can show or not show by yourself. So on Hinge, you have to do the answers. And then we have my virtues. So I have things that are hidden and visible. My vitals. So I put my gender, age, height. Oh, these things are always visible, so you have to show that. But I just don't care to show if my ethnicity or my plan for kids or family plans, and then my vices. So I just didn't have that on there as well, except for drinking. Like Bumble currently, because you have to put in so much more effort into Hinge, it definitely is more of a dating app and less of a hookup app. Also on Hinge, you have a daily limit of 10 likes. I'm actually not sure if there are limits for Tinder or Bumble, but I do know on Hinge there's a limit, and that just makes people a lot choosier, because I've heard about dudes, on Tinder just like every single person until they get a match with it's freaking crazy. So you have to be a little bit choosier. And also what I like on Hinge is that you can respond to people's photos or their answers to questions, and you can just like it, or you can send them a response. So I always like it when I receive kind of a little funny comment or something cute. Definitely have received some not so great, I don't know why men like to send ratings. On multiple occasions, I've gotten 10 out of 10. Cool, bro. You really knocked me down to a number there. But yeah, that in itself is a great way for me personally to weed out people that I would like to not hang out with. Okay, so for Hinge, there are preferred memberships that you can pay for. 1 month is $9.99, 3 months $19.99, 6 months $29.99. Through the preferred membership, you can send unlimited likes. You can see the people who have liked you within a grid. So, I didn't even touch upon this. On Hinge, you can automatically see the people who have already liked you. So it's not something that you have to pay for, but it does come through, singularly. So you get to see their profile, and within that time, you have to either say yes or no to get to the next person, to see the next person who has liked you. Sometimes, you're feeling a little bit indifferent, you don't know how to decide yet. Through the preferred membership, you'll see them all in a grid, so you don't have to make your decision right away. So that's what you can get through preferred membership. And you can also set your advanced preferences. You can be very specific and say the person has to be a non-smoker, and they'll weed out all the smokers for you. That is definitely also an option on Bumble as well. But I have never really needed or felt the need to pay for Hinge. For me, currently, Hinge has just a lot of pros as a person who likes to use these kind of apps to genuinely meet people. You get to see a lot more information about people, see their personality a lot more before meeting. I think that people are a little bit more serious about actually dating on Hinge and getting to know people. And because it is such a popular app, I think within the creative community right now, and within LA and San Francisco and New York, I just feel a lot of really interesting, cool people have been popping up. And also, you just don't have to spend as much time on the app, because without paying, you get to see the people who have already liked you. So if you just sign on once a day, you check out who's liked you already, you can go through that, and if you just don't see anybody that interests you, you just keep on waiting. Or of course, you can search yourself but I do like the option of like not having to do that. I don't really have much cons with Hinge. I would say because, you know, there's not as many people on it as Tinder. If you're not in a major city, potentially you're not gonna meet as many people or match up with as many people. And I'm not sure if Hinge is international yet. I'm really not sure about that. But in general, I have thoroughly enjoyed using the app, and I feel like if you're looking to, you know, meet somebody new, get to know somebody, it really is a great app to use. All right, y'all, that is it for this video. Super apologize again about the lighting in this whole video. It is currently 6 p.m. and the sun is set. When did this happen? When did it turn into fall? Honestly, I love using dating apps. I think they're really fun. I am a person who loves first dates. I've grown to really love first dates. It is just an opportunity to meet somebody totally new. You would have never met them in the first place, ever out and about. Even if a first date is like pretty crappy, and I have been on a lot of pretty shitty first dates, like I still tend to enjoy myself. The date itself could be okay. You know what I mean? Like I could just tell that I'm not really vibing with the person that much, but I just make the best of it and I still myself have a good time with them because I'm just meeting somebody new and just like soaking in the experience. So I don't know, I feel like that would be a good video to make. I definitely want to make another video about like dating profile pro tips and tips for, I don't know, I would love to give tips to men on dating profiles. I mean, I've said this so many times, I wish I could show y'all all the screenshots that I have on my phone. So bad. I wish I could, but I can't. I know I can't. So I would still like to figure out how I could do that kind of video. But yeah, definitely want to do a video on more pro tips for dating apps, but also it'd be fun just to do a video on first date advice and how to just like mentally prepare yourself for not getting along with people and having it be okay. Because it is totally okay for a person not to vibe with you and for you to not vibe with another person. That's just really how life is. So if you want to kind of get a video along those lines, please let me know. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this episode of Sex Smarts. I know it was a definitely more casual episode, less factual, scientific, but I think it is very relevant to how we meet people and how we date, and that is really all under the Sex Smarts umbrella. So yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.